Yes. Hello, hello, my lovelies. How are you today? It's Sue Verhoeven here, hot off the hot yoga class. Yay, Debs. How are you doing, sweetheart? How's your day been? Yep, I see you're all coming on. Say hello. Tell me how you are. Hi, Chrissy babes. How are you doing? Let me know. Are you improving? How's it going with the pleurisy and the rib? Yes! Welcome back, Chris Badger. Chris has been inadvertently blocked along with Beverly and a few other of our lovelies. They seem to have accidentally got blocked along with all the trolls. I expect it was that day when we had all those trolls coming on every 5 minutes and trying to block them while the feed was moving up. I expect that's what happened. Hi, Elena. Hi, Cole. Hi, Sika. Debs is good. Fantastic. Chrissy is improving. That's fantastic. For those of you who don't know, actually, you probably all do know, but Chrissy's got wet pleurisy, pneumonia, and she's cracked her 10th rib. So she's in one lot of pain. How's the voice, Chrissy? Oh, she's sore. Hey, Nettie, how you doing, babes? I believe that you are living on my road. Is that you, Nettie? I only know one Nettie. And I think that might be you, but I never know if it is you because you haven't said if it is. Hi, Karen, babes. No, I've literally just come on, Karen. You haven't missed anything. Chrissy's got her voice back. Fantastic. Sharon, how are you doing, babes? Karen, hello. Hi. Yeah, we're all sending healing vibes to Chrissy, who's not having her best moment, I would say. Having had pleurisy, I know it's a blooming nightmare. So I might take my hood off now. There I am, out of my hood. I've been to yoga 3 times today. Right, Wink is out band practicing tonight. So last night we had planned to come on, but the night before last I didn't go to bed because I was editing a recipe for you, a video, all night. In Farnham and Farnham Common, not on your road. Hi, Nettie. I know 2 Netties now. How wonderful. So what happened yesterday was I stayed up all night. I don't even know. I've lost track of the days because when you don't go to bed and you're editing a video until 9 o'clock in the morning, you kind of think the morning is the morning before. But anyway, I was up all night, so I was absolutely shattered. Wink was tired. And so we didn't come on live because you don't want a load of low energy coming on live. And I would like to do the box that you sent us, Elena, justice. So we couldn't do it tonight because I've got the show tonight. And I was at yoga until, actually, I thought it was 10 o'clock this time, but actually it was 9 o'clock. But I didn't get home till 10:30. So I've had half an hour to fly around. Unfortunately, I haven't had a shower, so I'm all sweaty. But never mind. You can't smell me from here. Actually, I don't smell because I'm slathered in perfume. But yeah, I do feel a little bit sticky. So I think probably tomorrow night, because Wink probably won't be back till gone midnight, and it'll just be too late because they usually take an hour plus an hour. So we're going to do it tomorrow. I hope Wink's not out. I don't think he is, but he's out playing with his guitars. Oh, Sharon's doing well, thanks to me. Oh, you're such a sweetheart, babes. Thank you, sweetheart. Hot yoga, Chrissy, is absolutely fantastic. I love it. You go into a studio, it's 40 degrees, which is about, I don't know, that's real hot. That's probably like 90 degrees or 80, 85 degrees, something like that. And it's a humid, hot atmosphere. So your muscles are lovely and warm. You don't have all cold muscles. So I really love it. I absolutely love it. I did 2 back-to-back classes today, and I did one this morning. But yesterday I found out that my new membership wasn't 20 yoga sessions in 20 days. It was unlimited yoga sessions in 20 days. I spent 14 days going once a day, wishing I could go more. So I'll probably go 4 times tomorrow. But I'm really loving it. Robin, how are you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, Nettie Spaghetti. It's a great name, isn't it, Elena? Yeah, I did need a break because basically Wink came home. I was shooting a video of the supper that I was going to make, but it takes so much longer to shoot a video and cook than it does to actually cook. And so we had to come on live because we said we would come on live. Can't remember what we even came on live for now. Anyway, we came on live. Wink was back. So he worked real hard for 10 days. He drove 4 hours and then he didn't get any supper and he went to bed at like midnight with a banana. So, yeah, I didn't see him at all really because we were either on this live or I was cooking and doing a video and he was creeping about quietly trying to fix my car key. So yeah, we just was like, oh, should we just watch some telly tonight? Should we just like snuggle up? I haven't seen you for ages. So that's what we did. So yeah, I did need a bit of a break because we've done an awful lot of lives and one day I think I was on live for about 5 hours. So there's a lot of stuff here that hasn't got done that needs doing. A little stinky. Well, you know, as I am obviously a princess, I don't smell. I'm not actually a very sweaty person, but some of the yoga sessions in this hot yoga actually have your face running with sweat. But today wasn't one of those. Smell-o-vision. What are you saying, Sharon? What are you saying? Yeah, basically, Karen, what I've done is I've just chopped a load of monitors out. No, please don't take it wrong. But I had a lot of moderators on this because they don't always come on, but I had like loads of moderators. So I've just clicked it down to 3, you know, and unblocked everyone. No, I know it wasn't intentional. Hey, Vanessa, babes, how you doing? Has Lucy laid her eggs yet, sweetheart? Because everyone was praying for you. A Winkster's coming through the door. Darling, have you had a good time?
Yes, thank you.
Look at him. Look, this is my guitar man with all his guitars and his amp and everything, like a hobo. Darling, you're like a hobo. Darling, will you shut the door because you're letting all the cold draft in? I've got no fire on and no heating. Thank you, sweetheart. Hi, Rita, darling. How are you doing? Smell-o-vision when Sue breaks bread. Yes, not when I'm all sweaty from yoga. 40 degrees. It's 109. Whoa. Yeah, it is hot in there. Some of the classes are really hot and others of them aren't quite so hot. My second class, they turned off all the heaters and took the humidifiers out. So gradually the room kind of cooled. But we were under blankets. Ooh, I had a blanket. Oh, my goodness me. I did yin yoga, which I haven't done before. And yin yoga is yoga where you take 6 poses and you hold them for about 8, 10 minutes. The longest pose is 8 minutes, but if you're doing one on each leg, it's usually like 3 or 4 minutes on each leg. And by the time you've finished laying, you get really comfortable, but it's a really deep stretch. And by the time you finish kind of breathing into your chest, and every time you exhale, you just relax a little bit more. And it's really amazing how even when you think you're lying relaxed, you've got some muscles tensed. And the body holds itself while you're tense. And you have to just kind of like completely let go. And when you let go, your body goes, oh, okay. So we're not stressed. We're not having to protect ourselves. We can actually just lean into the stretch more. So I can now sit up straight without using a block, so that my back is absolutely straight, with cross-legged, with my hands out here. And when I began, I was like this, going, oh, blimey neck, this is hurting, oh, right, oh, God, how long have we got to sit like this for? And today I was able to lay in all sorts of contorted positions and just completely relaxed. It was a really relaxing schedule. It would be good probably to go home and go to bed after these sessions, but I don't suppose that's ever going to happen with me. No, I won't overdo it. One of the classes was at 11 this morning till 12:15, and then I did one from 6:30 to 9, two classes from 6:30 to 9. Oh, V's got no eggs yet. So please keep Vanessa and her daughter in your prayers. They've got Lucy, the snake, who has got 8 eggs inside her and hasn't eaten for probably getting on for 6 weeks now. And it's quite dangerous. The vets had to kind of induce her and in the hopes that she'll lay them. The eggs have moved further down her body. I have no idea where snakes' eggs are, but the vet said to give it to the weekend. Otherwise she has to have a procedure done, which we're really, praying doesn't happen. And they love little Lucy so much. And Chrissy will know how much, she loves snakes. Darling, kiss.
Hello.
Hello, darling. She was like, Chrissy Moore, right? I know, right, Karen? I guess I got unmonitored. Yeah, I unmonitored a lot of people, sweetheart. Please don't take it personally. It's just, I just thought, let's just see. I don't know what I thought, but I just thought, I had about 12 monitors, and a lot of them don't even come on either. Not that I know you come on, Rita, and I know Karen, you come on, but I just thought I'm just going to stick 3 up there, and we'll move forward from there. Chris is saying hi to you, Wink. She's all happy because I found out that she was blocked with all the trolls, so I've unblocked her. And also Beverly was blocked as well, because I know she had a nightmare trying to get back on, and she got another account, and somebody else was blocked as well. So I basically unblocked all the lovelies and left all the trolls off. My back is doing really well, actually. When I first started yoga, this will be 15 days ago, I think the second day we had to do a shoulder stand, which is where you go right back on and you right back up and you sit on your shoulder blades and you put your legs right up in the air. Well, my legs were right over my head. I couldn't get them up in my air, and I was like huffing and puffing and straining and struggling and everything. But now I can actually get completely upright. And in fact, I can lower my legs right over my head and touch my feet on the floor. It's just like, I have to tell you, like even looking over your shoulder before you pull out into a different lane in the traffic, I can just twist with such ease. Putting my socks on, I can just lift my foot up and put my sock on. I don't have to bend down and go to put my sock on. It's made it's the silliest, tiniest little things that you wouldn't even imagine. I feel really strong in my body. I feel absolutely amazing. So the first time I did the shoulder stand, I was kind of like trying to wriggle off my scar, but now it's okay. There was a movement we did today that I did feel it. But I think that was because I had the skin on the floor, and then I kind of scooshed along on my mat and my skin stayed still, and I slid my body. So I think I went with it, but it's much better, and we will do another video for you. It has got a kind of, I've got a picture on here. I've got a new phone cover, folks. It's not quite the same color. I don't love it as much, but it's taken me weeks to get that. Let me see if I can find this photo. Let me see if I can find the photo. It's got kind of like, almost like a ligament that's going from the top to bottom, and it's kind of quite lumpy. And I started using my resurfacing pads on it because I know it's really good for scar tissue. Some surgeons recommend it after surgery even. Where is it? Oh, of course I can't find it now. You don't want to watch me trying to find a photo, do you? Or do you? Where is it? I was showing it to Wink yesterday. Yeah. So it's like a little stitch made of skin that goes from the top to the bottom in a kind of like that, which isn't, isn't the most attractive, but hey ho, I don't have to look at it, so I don't care. Okay, I think I've whizzed way too far down here because I'm looking at stuff that I did ages ago. Oh, okay. I cannot find the scar. Oh yes, here it is. Just as I was giving up. So I'll show you that. I'll try and hold it without clicking it off. It's this bit here. It's kind of like a ligament almost. And this bit here is kind of the cuts come apart. Oh, of course, my phone's going to do that. I can do things back to front. Look at that. So that was how it looked a few weeks ago. I doubt it's changed very much, but it might have done. As I said, I can't see it. So that's how it's looking. There's Wink. I'm glad you're okay, Rita. Right. So are you planning on becoming a yoga teacher? Would you teach a local class? Nettie, I am actually planning on becoming a yoga teacher. I'm going to, I've got 3 months of like cracking on with yoga. I'm doing a completely different variety of yoga. I'm doing hatha and ashtang and flow. And there's one called forest yoga, which is something to do with connecting with your breath. Which is really important. And then in June, I'm going to India for a month to do a 200-hour teacher training course. And at that point, I will certainly be looking at doing some local classes. So yes, definitely planning on doing some local classes. I'm also going to do private lessons in your own home. And I'm probably, not probably, I am going to do I'm going to do an online kind of yoga class as well. And I probably might even do some live yoga classes that I'll invite people to join me and we can all do it together. So that's my plan. Right, Chrissy, that's my number one rule with my daughter with her boyfriend, no blankets over I was young once. No, it was when we do, oh gosh, I'm a bit pants with the Sanskrit names for everything. I'll kind of mumble my way through them all. I need to see them written down so that I can learn them. I kind of can't really learn things in midair. But I'm really paying attention to the moves and the classes and kind of how the different classes are. There's just so many different types of yoga. I'm also going to look into doing yoga for those who aren't so mobile, or those, kind of like rehabilitation yoga and sitting yoga, because it's so beneficial for you. But yeah, it's at the end where we do our Shavasana, I think it's called, where you lay down and you kind of meditate laying on the floor after your practice, and kind of you really do leave the room. It's always a shock when he says, okay, just come back to the room now, start wiggling your fingers, start wiggling your toes. And it's just like, whoa, where did I go? I have no idea how long they even do it. But he said, if anyone wants covering with a blanket, stick your hand up. And I went, yeah. And he covered me with a big blanket that they provide. I do deep breathing when I have trouble falling asleep. It really helps. Karen, you're absolutely right. And if you ever, sometimes I put sleep meditations on, because quite often I go to bed at like 1 o'clock would be quite an early night for me, if I'm honest. 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I know I've got like 3 or 4 hours sleep ahead of me because I need to get up for something. But my brain is so on fire because I've been editing a video until I've said, right, it's 5:30, right, go to bed now, because, you know, and I use my Sleepy Time app to see if I go to bed now, when are my sleep cycles? So I set my alarm to wake myself up at the end of a sleep cycle, because then you wake up awake, even if you've only had like an hour and 45 minutes sleep. But if you wake up in the middle of a sleep cycle, you feel absolutely dead. And that is why it's a really bad idea to hit the snooze button. Because if you wake up awake and think, oh, I'll just snooze for a bit, it's 9 minutes. So you go back into a new sleep cycle. You wake yourself up in the middle of a sleep cycle. You feel awful. You hit snooze again. Some people set their alarm really early so that they can snooze for a load of time. I used to do that. And all that does is make you feel more and more and more and more tired. Does anyone want to know what the Sleepy Time app is that I use? And I will find it on my phone and I will show it to you. It's a really good app. I use it all the time. And also, if you've got to get up in the morning, you can click it. So it tells you if you want to get up at this time in the morning, you need to go to bed at this time, this time, this time, or this time. And it allows for 14 minutes to go to sleep. But so when my brain is all like wired, I often put a meditation on, and do you know what? I don't know what he says after a few things, because it actually does work. But basically, you take some deep breaths, and then you let the air out, and you do some breathing where you breathe in and you hold your breath just for a couple of seconds, and then you let it out, but you let it all out. And you keep thinking, all you concentrate on is your breath, but your thoughts do actually wander. And you end up thinking about, oh, right, okay, I must have replied to that message. And right, breath, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And the type of breathing to do when you're falling asleep. In fact, this is the type of breathing they teach in yoga. I don't know if I can, let me see if I can demonstrate it. I might have to take my top off of this so that you can see my tummy. I'll show you, because I've learned a whole new way of breathing, and it's pretty amazing. I'm going to show you this. Right, so top off without taking all my other tops off underneath, because I wouldn't get. Oh. I'll have to put it back on because I haven't lit a fire tonight. And we don't use heating because we've got free wood, so why would we? So basically, when you breathe in, you breathe from your belly, then your ribs, and then your chest. So you fill the bottom of your lungs, you feel your ribs, and then you fill your chest. And when you fill your chest with air, you can feel the air. Chrissy, do not do this, babes. When you breathe into your chest, you feel the air hit the bottom of your collarbones. So when you breathe in, you suck your tummy in, and then you breathe. It's really hard for me to do and talk at the same time, but you go. Did you see those 3 movements? So that's how you breathe, and you can get you can get so much air into your lungs. And as I said, Chrissy, don't do that, because it will fell you to the floor at the moment with your pleurisy, because pleurisy, as we've discussed before, is the inflammation. If you've got wet pleurisy, it's the irritation of the lining that goes around all your organs and the inside of your rib cage, across your diaphragm and up to your collarbones, so that when you breathe, your lungs go. Look, I've got a double love on today. Love this life. And I've got love in fruity fruits. So if you it doesn't matter if your mind wanders, just keep going back to your breath. Just concentrate on your breath, and every time your mind wanders, go, oh, hang on, I'm thinking about hoovering the floor. Right, okay, back to the breath. It's incredible. I can't see now. It's incredibly calming, and it's very relaxing. And actually, when you breathe out slowly, so what you can do as well, another game I play, is you breathe in for a count of 4. You hold it for a couple of seconds, and then out for a count of 4. So you're breathing in and out at the same rate. But what you can do is you can fill your lungs, hold it, fill them a little bit more. And the slower you let your breath out, the slower your heart rate. So it's very good. This is why there's all the breathing into a paper bag with panic attacks. And when you feel stressed, your heart rate will go up. So taking a few deep breaths, it slows your heart rate. So when you breathe in, your heart rate goes up a tiny bit. But when you breathe out, the whole breathing out motion slows your heart down. And really, you want to concentrate. Also, what I do is I concentrate on, I find it really hard to do now because I know how to just let go of my body and be completely relaxed. So, but it takes time. So if you're not used to doing this, it might be a bit difficult. So you literally go from the top of your head and you concentrate on relaxing your scalp and then relaxing your forehead and then relaxing your eyelids and your temples and your cheeks. And it's funny, you'll find that your cheeks aren't relaxed and you'll go, oh. And you relax your jaw and you relax your tongue in your mouth. And then you kind of move your neck so that you're aware of your neck, and then you relax your neck and you go through your ribs and down your shoulders, your back, all the way down your forearms and that's forearm, upper arm, upper arm, forearm. Go down your hands right to your fingertips and just move your fingertips and just let them be completely relaxed. I lay on my back completely with my arm. I'm doing that, but you can't see, with my arms by my side. I sometimes have to nudge Wink over because he's all over the place. So that nothing is touching me and I can concentrate. And you actually go all the way, you relax your tummy, your lower back, your hips, you relax your organs, you relax everything inside, you concentrate on doing that. You go all through your hips, your thighs, your front thighs, back thighs, knees, back of your knees, calves, shins, ankles, rotate your feet a little bit, just give your toes a little twiddle, and the soles of your feet. And as you're doing that, imagine something's just going down your body, up your arms, down, and twinkles off at the end of your little twinkle toes whilst you're concentrating. You say that to yourself and you're breathing really calmly. You've already taken a few deep breaths to slow your heart down. Do you know, I never get to the bottom of my body. I'm gone by the time I get to my chest. So there's some tips for you, because I know a lot of people find it hard to fall asleep. And you're quite right, Karen. And that was great that you brought that up, because I was able to share that with you all. Wink looks like he's carrying a dead body. Well, he's carrying a lot of cigar box guitars. Yeah, the eggs are inside the snake, Debs. You only need a couple of monitors. It'd get to be too many. Yeah, absolutely. I'm fine with just 3 monitors. It was just getting confusing. It was actually, you're right, because obviously we lost a few lovelies accidentally, which of course we would never like to do. Core is back too. Yes, you were blocked as well, darling. Seeker sending prayers for Lucy. Lovely Lucy. Whoops. Yay, Snow Babes, how you doing? Hi, Brenda. So I've kept up with you since day one with your sis. Oh, Brenda, thank you so much. It's lovely to see you on here as well. And, thank you, all of you, for the support. Wink and I still talk about just how gobsmackingly incredible the whole experience has been, and how we wouldn't wish it away. Debs is going to come and see you again, Chrissy and Snow. Yes, it's wonderful to be all healed. It really is. It's, the scar's got a long way to go, but, I'm not vain. I don't really care what I look like. As you can see, I haven't got any makeup on for about the 5th live in a row. And I'm not even showered tonight. I bet all the breathing helps with pain too. I learned to relax from head, face, jaws, arms down to toes. Yeah, it's such a healing thing to do to yourself, and it does help with pain. And what I've been learning to do is, like, you know, when you're doing a stretch and it's just like, oh gosh, I can feel that on my hip. You take deep breaths, and when you breathe in, you really push your belly against whatever you're folded into, so that you can feel your breath, you know, touching your muscles. And you breathe into that part of your body. So when we're twisting, he'll say, breathe into your left back. And you focus on your left back and you take your breath in, and it's almost like your brain is sending that oxygen to that bit of your body. So take your breath to the Chrissy's fallen asleep. You crack me up. So breathe into the area that's got pain. I mean, that's what they do with childbirth, isn't it? It's all about the breathing, because it does help to take the pain away. And what it helps you to do is relax. And quite often when you feel pain, well, always when you feel pain, you tense up, and that just magnifies it. So breathing relaxes you, it slows your heart rate down, it de-stresses you, and yes, it will definitely help with pain. Good point there. Good point, Sharon. Hi, Cal, sweetheart. I still watch the videos on it. You know, I see a lot of them again because people are still commenting on them. And I find it really hard to watch the one where I was cut open, because I just know what's ahead of me, and I just can see all of this shouldn't be happening. So it kind of makes me a bit cross. A little bit of latent crossness there, but I don't like, so usually I put the sound down and then I answer all the comments. In fact, what I do when I watch them back to look at the videos is I turn the sound down and I let the adverts play before the video comes on. It's really good to ease a headache. Yes, it is really good to ease a headache. And, you know, something that I learned to do, and I might have to demonstrate this on somebody. This is something I learned when I lived in Indonesia. They actually kind of pull headaches out of you. So I don't know about migraines, but a lot of headaches are here and here. I mean, they can be all over. I'm really lucky. I get an annual headache for some unknown reason, and I yelp I'm such a baby with a headache, because my whole being and my whole personality and my whole joy and my whole life is here behind my eyes, between my ears, and in my head. So when your head is hurting, you can't be you. You can't even think. It's just like, you know, I just don't know how people who have lots of headaches cope. And I know a lot are stress related. But what they do is they sit you down so that you're relaxed. And if you've got the pain here, they rub quite hard your temples, really, really hard. And they kind of rub all around your head, and they go down your neck. And then they hold your arm out, and they do this. They kind of put pressure and like go down your shoulders like this. And then they take your arms. I can't do this because I haven't got an arm to do it on. Let's try this. They kind of do this on your muscles, pulling the muscle down like this, and kind of massaging with their thumbs and their fingers all your like biceps and all down your wrist, and all down, right the way down to your wrist. And then they take your hand and they do this with it, and you just remain all floppy. And then they kind of end up by kind of doing this, kind of pulling your fingers like this, and then they do it on the other shoulder like that, kind of moving your head away and pulling down here. And by the time they've finished kind of pulling it off your fingers, your headache's gone. It's like magic. It's like they kind of pull the headache out of your body. I wouldn't have believed it myself if I hadn't had a headache in Indonesia. And they went, oh, yeah, Sue have headache. Yes, headache. Right. Okay. And it was like, okay, another kind of weird foreign treatment. They do lots of stuff, actually. Amazing stuff. And they use plants and roots and leaves and all sorts of things to combat, injuries and pain and stuff like that. So that is, that's a very good way to get rid of a headache for somebody. I've done it on Wink as well, and he's Mr. Skeptical. And I said, is your headache gone now? And he went, yeah, it has actually. So it works. So you could try that on your partner if they suffer from headaches, or get your husbands to try that with you. Court is saying it's helpful with pain. Chrissy's zizzing. Chrissy, hold a pillow against your chest. It will help. Brenda, you're absolutely right. That's what I used to do when I coughed. I would get a pillow and I would hug it along with my ribs and go just to get the tickle out of my throat. That really does help. I bet it is hard to relax when you've got a nauseating migraine, because migraines are just absolutely head splitting, aren't they? I don't think I've ever had one. But yeah, basically relaxing it's really helpful. And this whole breathing and kind of closing your body down to go to sleep, it's a form of self-love. It's a form of self-love. It's like, really looking after yourself, because you matter, and how your muscles feel and how you go to sleep and how you drift off and how peaceful that process is very healthy and healing for you. And babes, we deserve it. We deserve it. I can't, I'm asleep. Why does it do that? I just touch it to move it up slightly and it goes whoop. So now I've got to go down again and find all the comments. I've been talking for ages. Chrissy, we have a mole, Sue. When you removed all the moderators, that's when everyone was unblocked. No, I physically went in to my studio creator and cancelled all the people that were blocked. And then I went in and I got rid of a load of moderators and just left 3 there. So it wasn't that. It wasn't linked. I couldn't tell you who it was linked to. And I wouldn't waste my time doing that, because it would have been an accident. So Dalee and I talk about the amazing journey that has been, looking forward to the road ahead of us. Yeah, we can talk. Let me just get through all the comments first, Debs. Sharon, I understand. I suffered with 4 days. Oh my gosh, 4 days of migraine. That must have been hell on earth. I stopped having them after a cortisone shot to the base of my skull. Whoa, that's serious stuff, that is. I'm really glad that worked for you. Snow's got her hair hunked. I had my hair hunked today. And I thought I'd do it laying down, because if your bobble's in the wrong way, you can't do some of the yoga poses. So I thought I'd done a really excellent job. And it was like that. And I stood up and it was like this. And I was like, oh my goodness me, I'm going to make everyone laugh. So I had to redo it. Yeah, so that's I have my hair humped at yoga, babes. Glad you like the posies. Oh, they were gorgeous. Did everyone see Elena's flowers? Elena sent me some flowers from all you lovelies. Let me show you the flowers, because I think if you're not on Facebook with me, you won't have seen them. Let me see if I can get them. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Look how tidy my lounge is, everyone. Can you see that? I'm still basking in tidiness. Basking in tidiness. They're still all wrapped how they came, Elena. Look at those. Thank you, my lovelies. Thank you, Elena. And I know that a lot of you have commented on how generous and sweet and lovely and kind it was of Elena to send them on behalf of all of you, which is really lovely. Hi, Deborah Gillett. How are you doing? Today my mind is a little slow. That's all right. By the time your ears are bleeding after I've talked for 15 hours, you'll be fine. Yes, there are the side effects. There are side effects to deep breathing? Well, you don't want to make yourself dizzy, but actually the whole Wim Hof breathing technique, you actually do, you put so much oxygen into your body that it goes to all parts of your body and detoxes you. It's absolutely amazing. That is exactly why my cyst came up. I did some yoga. I was eating a really, really detoxifying fruit diet. And literally I did this Wim Hof breathing, and it has you just buzzing on your own body's oxygen, and you have to do it laying down because you can pass out, you get dizzy, and nobody wants to be falling down. You can't do it in a car or anything like that, but it's a way of kind of, look it up. It's Wim, W-I-M, Hof, H-O-F, breathing technique. It's absolutely great to do in bed, and I'm going to start doing it in the morning because it just fires your body through more oxygen than you'll have had in your body for years. Literally, it changes the chemistry of your body. And I did the Wim Hof breathing just once, and that night my cyst started to come up. So there are lots of different breathing techniques, but he's the pioneer of that. Come on down, Debs. I'm a little jealous of all the time you spend with Snow. I need equal time with my Debs. You are funny, you girls. I've actually got a tea. Darling, the Lovelies mugs are in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Darling, you could use one of those. Use one, darling. Use our Lovelies mugs.
I've just been inside the pig house.
Have inside the house?
Yeah, I went inside with them. They were all asleep.
What, you went into... Wink has just been inside the pig house, cuddling the sleeping pigs inside their house. I've never done that because I always thought when you
They
go...
really liked it.
Did they really like
Yeah.
it? Oh, I want to try that now. How cute is that? Pigs really love cuddling up. I reckon if we got in their pig house, they would nestle up next to us and we would just all sleep soundly all night. I've actually slept with Jagger all night. I've just laid down on the floor next to him and just like, they absolutely love it. Cowbell, I watch your cis vids and can't believe your high pain tolerance. Yes, I didn't know I had a high pain tolerance. No idea that I had such a high pain tolerance. It's good to know, but, you know, pain's there for a reason. So, you know, I hope, touch wood, that my body warns me if there's something I need to know about. Snow, I love the part of yoga where you relax and imagine you're somewhere else. Yes, it is really, really lovely. It's so, I just feel so peaceful and calm. And I'm a bit of a manic person. I'm a bit of a full octane person. Woohoo! I love to be doing that all the time. And, you know, there's a place for that, but there's also a place for just being. It is just wonderful. Hey girl, hey girl, hey, lol, next trip. You all talking about trips somewhere else all the time. Elena, really, you should be a stand-up comedian. You really should. You just literally, you see the funny in absolutely everything. It's such a gift. Chris, migraines are usually on the side of your head. Mine come with sparky lights as well as nausea and light sensitivity. They're not nice at all. I remember having some funny hieroglyphics once, but I didn't actually have a headache. I think you can actually have just a visionary migraine, can't you? I don't know why that was. That was when I lived in Antwerp, in Belgium. I had that, and it was really weird. I was waiting at a tram stop to get a tram, and it was just like, oh, you know, like when you press your balls of your eyes really hard and you can see all patterns and lights. It was a bit like that, but I was in the street with my eyes open. I used to get a needle in my butt for migraine headaches. Oh gosh. Well, if it helps, you know, bring it on. Nobody needs to be in pain. Nobody wants to be in, certainly not head pain. Karen, I have 24/7, 365 migraine. It gets really, oh gosh. How do you cope, sweetheart? It gets really hard. I'm not me a lot of the time. The shot in the base of the skull is a no-go for me. My problem is extremely rare. They're cute. Oh my goodness. Does nothing ease it at all? You must have a high pain threshold because, you know, you're not laying in bed morning, noon and night, are you? In a darkened room with a cold flannel over your face. You're, you know, going about with your life. That's just, you know, so sorry for you, sweetheart. That's awful. Elena can watch the popping videos whilst eating. Actually, nothing puts me off my food. Not looking at anything or, you know, nothing makes me go, oh, I can't eat that now. I've seen that. That's not me. Joy, how are you doing? I hate headaches behind your eyes and seem to have direct line to your stomach. Had them for years while stressed until I call it purged. Oh, gosh. With vomiting. I'm glad you don't have them anymore, sweetheart. Oh, it's whizzed up again. Migraines, 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 migraines. Right, back up here. There's loads of comments. I'm about quarter from the bottom. Deborah, they always said, oh, best thing was sitting on it. Chris Badger, I get it one side, sometimes both my eyes and face swell. Oh gosh, so sorry for you. Gosh, it seems a lot of you have migraines, isn't it? I don't know. My stepfather used to suffer from migraines, but he was a complete, well, he's not dead. But I haven't seen him for a very long time. But he was a really stressful part, you know, he suffered from a lot of stress, and I think they were all stress migraines. Right, I don't know what you're talking about, Snow. I've missed the comment that's linked to about the Italian. Sharon, we sound like we get the same kind of minor called clusters, I think. Oh, gosh. Sharon, no fun for those kind of migraines. I have many years of migraines, better controlled now as I got older. The last one I had was a complex migraine where I ended up in the... Yes, you did, didn't you? That was about a month or so ago, wasn't it, Debs? It was always a female. Right, okay. I think you're talking about injections in the butt, aren't you, girls? You cheeky girls. It takes complete quiet. It takes complete quiet and darkness, I have heard. All migraines are hereditary. Oh, well, that means Finian won't have it then. I wonder if James has migraines, my brother, because that's his father that used to get them. Oh, dear. Days of migraines. How awful. Snow's laughing at something I did earlier. Oh, my God, Sue's hunked. Oh, Debs, I've been in the ER so often now that I give my own injections. Oh, gosh, sweetheart. I don't mean to laugh, but it's, that's pretty radical. On a 2-week unrelenting migraine. Oh, gosh. Sleep and eat is non-existent. I'm on SS disability because, oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry for you. 24/7. Sometimes it's annoying, other times completely debilitating. I have hydrocephalus, is that? I have to get a spinal, right, every 6 weeks. Oh, gosh, you are such a trooper, girl. You think I've got a high pain threshold? Having a cyst on my back is nothing compared to some of the things you girls go through. Yeah, Elena's cool, isn't she? Sending me flowers. They're fabulous, Elena. The flowers are beautiful. Yeah, they're all right. See how far back you are, you see. I sat down about 10 minutes ago after showing you the flowers. Yeah, Elena has a gorgeous heart. We all have gorgeous hearts, all of us here. It's sort of brought together. Spinal taps. I have migraines, but since I stopped drinking caffeine, they're gone. But my neurologist is also in pain management and does acupuncture, so that helps. I actually had a migraine-induced epilepsy. Oh my goodness me, how awful. Yeah, caffeine is like, just don't have that if you get migraines. Just you know, I'm sure you girls know it's not worth it. And Plant Boost whole food, plant-based health food, whole food is really helpful as well for migraines. A lot of you have had a reduction in your migraines since going plant-based. Now just normal epilepsy. Oh, sweetheart, I didn't realize you had epilepsy. Many migraines, not as bad as I do, but I have vessels clotted shut like my left jugular. Oh my gosh. Goodness me, I'm so sorry for you. I read all about the Wim Hof, very interesting man. He's the man that climbed to the base camp of Mount Everest in a pair of hiking boots and swimming shorts. He does all this cold therapy as well. It's very healing apparently. And he's done all his research plugged into monitors in hospitals with medical people. You know, he's not just gone into some bat cave and come out with something. It's all absolutely tested, because he wanted to be able to get to the state that some people that meditate, like Buddhist monks and stuff, get to after like 25, 30 years of meditating. They can kind of take themselves out of their body and they're in a complete state of peace and calm. And, you know, it's really, really healthy for the mind and the body. And he was just like, I'm not waiting 25 years. I want to figure out how I can do this. There are some other forms of breathing which they don't teach, which kind of flood your body with probably dopamine, I think, which is what everybody takes drugs to get, you know, to get that kind of out of it feeling. But your body actually produces all of those itself by its own, because these drugs actually work with our bodies to produce those effects, or else it's a poison that makes you hallucinate or feel like off your face or whatever the term is. But you can actually create those sensations in your own body using various breathing techniques. But he doesn't teach those. But the guy I met, who I still haven't got a hold of, I will definitely interview him at the Fruit Fest in July if I haven't managed to get him on this show. The fabulous Greg, who taught me, he said, no, we're not allowed to teach that. But I think if you go on his course, he teaches you how to do it, but it's not for general consumption. Snow wants a pig even more. Snow, honestly, you should get a pig. Get a pig, babes. You'd absolutely love it. And Jake wouldn't be allergic to it either. Chris fights my migraines and try not to give in to them. I continue to do my daily routine until I get sick. Oh, bless. And I will stop from rest for a bit. Oh, sweetheart, so sorry for you. You're too much. People with horrific pain issues don't necessarily have pain tolerance. They just don't have a choice. That's why the suicide rates. Oh, gosh. Amongst pain patients, just to get 1 minute without pain. Oh, bless you, sweetheart. Wow, drinking more water. You see, that's so good for you. Dehydration causes headaches anyway. Often you get a headache because you're dehydrated. Whenever Wink gets a headache, I say, drink some water. Have you drunk some water? No, I've drunk tea. Drink some water. I don't want to drink anything. He's just like, he always kind of goes, no, to everything I suggest that might help him. But he had really bad chest pains the other week, just before he went away, and he kind of came all crunched over and sat down. I went, "You're right." He went, "No, I've got this really bad chest pain." And I said, "You're not having a heart attack, are you?" And he said, No, it's like the one I had before. He ended up in hospital with all sorts of running machines, and he had to have he had to have a scan and all sorts of things. And there was nothing wrong with his heart. In fact, his heart was really healthy. He had wind. So I said, is it like before? I said, but it's got wind, right? You want to, get rid of that then. Try and drink something fizzy. Oh, no, just sit. No. Then he sat down going, oh, like this. And I said, go and walk up and down the stairs. No, I'm sitting here. I was like, do you want the pain to go? Yeah, well, just do as I say. For once, just do as I say. That's how you get wind out of babies. You put them on your shoulder, well, not literally on your shoulder, but you put them over your shoulder and you just walk up and down stairs a few times. And sure enough, what do? They burp. Well, I said that and he was like, boom, boom, up the stairs. And I went, give it some welly. You want to bounce on the balls of your feet. So you're moving your body like this so it gets rid of the trapped wind. Sure enough, after about the third step, he started bouncing. And when he got to the top of the stairs, he did a giant burp and he went, oh, that feels loads better already. So I got him to do it about 5 times until he was just exhausted. He's not very good with his lung capacity because he doesn't like doing any exercise. He's never done it since school, I think. But yeah, so I don't know how I got onto wind and headaches, but yeah, so, oh yeah, because he doesn't like to do what I ask him to do, and I've got good advice for him. Hey, Ada, darling, how are you doing? Yeah, some migraines are food allergy reactions. In fact, somebody, I don't know if I read it on another feed, someone else's feed, or whether it was one of my lovelies' comments, but since going plant-based, because they've kind of reduced the kind of myriad of things they eat with processed food and animal products and all that sort of stuff, they've managed to pinpoint the foods that they were allergic to, so they don't have them anymore, so they don't have the allergic reactions to the foods that they didn't know they were intolerant to, because you buy a ready meal and it's like 40 ingredients on the pack and you have no idea what number or what thing, you know, that I'm going to have a sip of my tea. I'm fasting today, guys. Accidental fasting, because I haven't actually got round to eating yet. Hardcore. 3 hours of yoga on no food. Your body's got enough resources. So let's have a look. Where have I got to? Caffeine helps your headaches. Interesting. But yeah, a lot of headaches are caused by dehydration, and it's just a symptom of dehydration, but we don't actually feel thirsty. So drinking water really helps. Just keep something like this. This one's really good actually, because it's got, I don't know if you can see that, it's got numbers on it. So when you've had one and you're on your second bottle, you can click it over to the number 2 and then 3, so you can actually count how many drinks you have. It's got up to 5. I think it's 1.5 litres in this. Oh right, you'll want it in 6 ounces. That can't be, must be more than 6 ounces, fluid ounces. I don't know. Anyway, this actually has got my after workout in it, which on account of the deep stretching I need to do. Otherwise I'll be like an old woman in the morning. Chrissy Moore's a trooper and keeps going. Like, yeah, she is a trooper. Zoom, zoom, zoom around, making circles around me when we're getting ready for the live chat. Yeah, I think you're a high energy girl, aren't you, Chrissy? You had to command her to sit down so she'd stop zooming. Yeah. Oh gosh, it's just done that whiz up again. I wish it wouldn't do that. Elena, lol, whole food, plant based. I had to get. See, yeah, thank you, everyone. Sue deserves them. Then she can eat them. Lol. Yes, I'm partial to a few flowers. My dad eats daffodils, or used to do it as a like to make us laugh when we were kids. So I finished The Chimp Paradox last night on Audible. I don't even have words. Simply amazing, isn't it? The lovely Vanessa V is reading it at the moment as well. It's absolutely mind-blowing, isn't it, Chrissy? I bet you just learned a gazillion things, and I bet it's helped you to understand people you know, yourself, your behavior, their behavior, how it's not personal. It's just the most incredible book. It's just, I think it's my favorite book of all time. I think it's just, it's just amazing. It's just incredible. Yeah. Chrissy said it. I don't even have words. I could literally talk about, it transformed me for the better. Transformed me. Anyone who's being bullied by anybody, they can't touch you once you've read that book. It's just like, they can't touch you. Something in your head just changes when you know why your thoughts work, how they do, how your brain works, how you can reprogram it. You kind of neuro-linguistically reprogram yourself as you're reading it. It's just simply amazing. And it is just like ABC, easy peasy, lemon squeezy to understand. It's not all technical and, you know, frontal lobe and this and that. It's all just so easy. I'm really glad you finished it. And I'd be delighted to chat to you about all the benefits you've found with it. Oh gosh, it's whizzed up. It's done the whizzing up. My doctor said that caffeine helps migraines. If you're used to caffeine, well, yeah, if you're a big caffeine boozer, then caffeine withdrawal can cause massive headaches and migraines. So you would need to wean yourself off it really carefully. You see, and you know, if something that you don't have gives you rocketing headaches when you don't have it, or makes you irritable, gives you the shakes, it's kind of like, maybe we shouldn't be having it. You know, I very rarely have caffeine. And actually, I feel it takes energy away from me on the odd time. When I was having those lattes when I first started that job, and I was having an extra shot, I didn't realise that the flat whites already had 3 shots of coffee in them. And I was having, oh gosh, I just felt like, just not a nice feeling at all. But yeah, if you do suffer from migraines and you're a caffeine, you know, you have a lot of caffeine, then I would seek medical advice before you know, get off the caffeine, because that's the withdrawal from caffeine. And a lot of people, when they change, get splitting headaches for the first 3 or 4 days, who'd never even get them. So I can't imagine multiplying your migraines. That would just be a nightmare. Oh, bless you, Chris. 1 minute without pain would be magical. I got to fake it till I make it. No one wants to sit there and listen to you complain about your ailments, so I just pretend they're not there and then cry in my pillow. Oh, sweetheart. Sweetheart. Bless your little socks. Poor Wink. I've been there before. My son pats my back. He doesn't get it very often. He's had it about 3 times now. I don't know what he'd been eating. I think he'd had a Burger King, to be honest. Probably. Wink eats incredibly quickly, kind of. I don't know if he's on now listening to me, but I often tease him saying he eats like a dog. It's just like, you know, doesn't touch the sides. It's just like he can eat a whole plate of food before I've just tidied away and brought mine through to the sofa. And he hasn't got very good deportment. But the Winkster has, all by himself, without me saying anything, because he kind of, his spine's a bit like that. His belly comes out here, and then he kind of bends his spine backwards, and then he does that with his shoulders. So he's not anywhere near as tall as he really is, because he always, and then he bends his hip and then bends one of his knees as well. So Wink tends to make himself a lot shorter than he really is. And he's decided all by himself that he wants to try and improve the health of his back. And he's bought one of those braces, those kind of neoprene strap things that you put on and you kind of pull the straps, and it kind of forces your shoulders into a correct stance, which takes the pressure off your back. So he's been wearing that ever since he got back, the last 3 days. So he's doing good things. Oh, cheerio, Snow. I'm sure you've already gone, because I'm not at the bottom yet. But if you're not, have fun at church, sweetheart, and we'll catch you on the replay. Mint helps with headaches, and my neurologist showed me pressure points that I can pinch to keep them away. Apparently, there are pressure points. You have to press like that bit. When you do that, the bit, oh gosh, when you do that with your thumb, that fleshy bit there, that's an acupuncture point, I think. And if you press on that really hard, there are points all over the hand, and pinching between, just even getting that bit of skin and pinching takes pain away. Oh, and the Indonesians have another way of taking headaches away. They take your forehead and they pinch it really, really hard here for about a minute, and then they let go and your headache goes away. But what they didn't tell you is it leaves like a love bite, kind of not a blister, like a a line of burst blood vessels down your forehead. So it looks like someone's drawn with a crayon on your face for a few days. But that does work as well. But you know, don't try that at home if you're wanting to go out anywhere in public, or put a good foundation on it. But apparently that works as well. But yeah, you can look up. YouTube have loads of videos about things to pinch when, you know, there's stuff for your kidneys and stuff for your lungs and stuff for all sorts of, you know, gut and upset stomach, and there are points all over. But the headache ones, you know, are really good apparently. But I'm sure you guys with migraines have tried absolutely everything. But do you know what? You don't know what you don't know, and we all don't know everything. So, you know, if you don't know about these things, do look them up. I know some of, you know, like you've said, you've got special kind of rare conditions and it can't be stopped. But if anything can reduce it, it's worth a try, I would say. Oh, gosh. Sharon, unfortunately, the plant-based diet will not open up my clotted shut blood vessels, which are causing the migraine. Blood flows into my head at 100%, but it flows out at 60. Oh, gosh, right. I can, like, it's like a bottleneck, isn't it? I can just, from a physics point of view, I could imagine that must cause a lot of pressure in your head. Are your blood vessels kind of like clogged up with cholesterol? Is, you know, like the plaque? Is it that? Because plant-based whole food diet does actually, because you can reverse cardiovascular disease, and that's what that, still haven't learned his name, Susan, you are so naughty, the lovely cardiovascular surgeon who sadly died in December at the age of 104, but practiced as a surgeon till he was 95. You know, we've talked a lot about this. I don't know what's causing your blood vessels to close, but it takes time. But those plaque kind of platelets that kind of, you know, kind of stick, and then another one sticks to it, and gradually you've got kind of like furred up pipes, plumbing pipes, which restricts the blood flow. I don't know. I don't know if they can open them up. I think they're called stents, aren't they? Where they put something in that kind of opens them a bit more. I really don't know, sweetheart. But do you know what? I would give it a whirl. You've got nothing to lose, nothing to lose. And if anything, it'll give you more general health. You'll sleep better, and it'll give you more energy to fight the pain. You need a lot of energy to fight pain. It's very wearing, you know. But I'm no doctor, as you know. And I forgot to say when I came on, Dr. Gilmore's got a medical meeting tonight at 6 o'clock. You know, so he couldn't come on. He was booked into the diary, but he says to say hi. I get no withdrawals when I stop drinking caffeine. Did you know that over-the-counter migraine meds all have caffeine in it? Right, okay. I don't know enough about migraines, so if it helps, fill your boots, I'd say, if it helps, you know, but follow the advice and look up the information and ask your doctor. What's wrong, Seeker? Oh, Seeker, yes, thanks, Seeker. Oh, did I miss Seeker's comment? Need to go because I'm freaking out and I don't know what to do right now. Oh, Seeker babes. Giving you a big hug. Just deep breaths. I'm sorry, sweetheart. You've probably gone already. Oh, I hate to think of you all crying into your pillows. That's so sad. Well, it's good that it's for pain and not because of a great sadness. But you're probably sad because you're suffering a lot of pain. So that comment probably kind of counteracts itself. Lots of love to you, Seeker babes. Mwah. I know everybody will have their hands together for you and will be praying for you and sending you healing vibes. But the plant-based diet helps you feel better in so many other areas that it helps you put more energy into working through the migraine. Yes, it does. Are you fully plant-based? I've lost touch of those, not lost touch. I've lost track of those who are all in, a bit in, some in, a few slips. I don't know who's absolutely gone full in. I'm really, really sorry if you've told me that before. Bless you all. Poor Seeker. I think she might have gone now. I get no withdrawals when I stop drinking caffeine. Oh, right, I've read that one. Sharon used to drink 5 cups of coffee, not including tea, a day. Heinz in high school. I must have 1 cup a day, 1 cup a week too. Okay, cool. Yes, Elena. He's probably swallowing, and he's like his deportment is shocking. It's no wonder he's always. I'm always having to slap him on the back because he's got something caught. Something's gone down the wrong way. I think in a previous life, when I first met Wink, he would say, "Oh, I'm not interested in food at all. If I could take a pill, if someone came up with a pill that was like, just eat that pill and that's your dinner sorted," he said, "I'd do that. Such a waste of time. It's so boring cooking and all that business." He has changed now, and he likes cooking things like, for example, lasagna, something that you have to build. And he does like following recipes. And he literally, if it says, fry off for about 1 to 2 minutes, he sets his timer for 1 minute. And if it says 1 minute, but I don't know if it's cooked. He's very like, ooh, there's timers and stuff. So he does cook some things now, but it was because he was always in his shed wanting to be doing modeling. And then it was just like such a grind that he had to come and stop what he actually wanted to do in order to put food in his mouth because he was hungry. So I think he is just, flat sharing and all of that, probably used to just inhaling his food as quick as he can and getting on with something else. He's got a lot of bad habits there, but hopefully this kind of brace will help him sit up better. He already feels that he can stand up completely straight easier, and it will help his back because he's always got back pain here and there, and the other is, and it's not surprising I call him S-bend because he kind of just, he puts his body into this kind of S shape, and you just think, God, is your back not kidding? The small of the back is all, arched forward. And then he kind of crunches over his rib cage. It's just like, he's no good. No cholesterol problems. I'm sorry, I probably used the wrong term there, Sharon. Jack's talked about platelets, and also that surgeon also talked about platelets as well. The plaquey things that make, I don't know why your blood vessels have closed up, but maybe it makes too many new cells for itself and doesn't slough away the old cells as we renew all our arteries and veins are renewed, I think, every 6 weeks. I think it is. And maybe it doesn't clear out. Think maybe that's what your rare condition is. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm just using some some of my brain power and some common sense to see if I can guess it. Oh dear. It's lucky doctors don't do that, isn't it? Maybe your healthy lifestyle is rubbing off. You have a good point there, Elena. I think it is. And we're going to do a lot more healthy things. I keep going on about, I'm going to live forever and I'm not going to be pushing him around in some Zimmer frame when he's 60 because he's not looked after himself, because that's only in 5 years' time. I had a port put in. It threw off clots into every central vein, and then they closed off all the veins and they scarred down. No cholesterol clogging or anything. Oh, I'm pleased about that. That sounds pretty scary, all of that. Closed off the veins and they've scarred down. Right, okay. Yeah, that is a lot of caffeine. Not fully plant-based yet. Getting there, much better than I was. Well done, girl. Well done, Sharon. Normally a stent would be done. Sharon, I'm from the Seattle area. Lol. Are you? Okay, hands up who had no idea Elena was from Seattle. Lol. I bet you've got lol on some kind of key that you just press because you're always lolling. Lol. I used to put lol. This is actually only about a year ago. I used to put lol at the end of all my messages thinking that it meant lots of love. Goodness knows how many inappropriate lols put on my messages. Oh dear. Elena, they cannot get through the clots to a stent. It's been tried so many times, like SVC that carries all your upper body blood to the heart. 2 stents, had to get the clot out of the scar. Ripped. Oh gosh, you poor sweet thing. Sorry I stepped away for the last 15 minutes, but I'm back with bells on. Ding dong, babes. Vessel, I bled out and they used 2. Oh my goodness me. Gosh, I'm just so lucky. All that I've ever had is measles. A cesarean. Mesenteric agonitis, which presents like appendicitis, but it actually wasn't appendicitis. But I had my appendix out when I was 16. I had pleurisy, dry pleurisy, and a cyst. That's it. That's my lot. Goodness me, it sounds horrific, Sharon. I knew she was. She said so before. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, I think she might have said just once or twice. I know you were kidding. I know you were kidding. Chrissy, you're kidding. Elena from Seattle. Rolling on the floor laughing. Let's wrap it up in 11 minutes so you can have some time with Wink. Yes, Chrissy, I grew up in the city next to Seattle called Renton. Even I've heard of Renton. I think, Elena, you've mentioned Renton to me. Oh, that is you. I saw yes, Chrissy, thought it was Chrissy, and I was thinking, oh yeah, Chrissy, I think Elena's mentioned Renton, and it's actually your comment. Oh my goodness, having the Seahawks. Yeah, I got my Seahawks t-shirt ready to put on for the box opening. Message retracted. Yes, ma'am, Debs, you're the boss. Pleurisy is no joke. No, it isn't. I think it's the most painful thing. It was more painful than having Finian, and I had an incompetent cervix, and I was in labour for, from 8 o'clock in the night. And I had a C-section at 1 o'clock in the following afternoon. It just went on and on and on and on. And I thought that was pretty painful. But not the cyst by comparison, but pleurisy. Oh, yeah. It's like somebody is beating you with a scaffolding pole. That'll be 2 hours. Will it be 2 hours? Oh, yeah, it will be. Oh no, I came on at 11 my time, and it's 20 past. So I've only been on for 1 hour and 19 minutes, but I actually need a wee. I need a wee. So you look like you need a nap and a cuddle. Yeah, not in that order, of course. It's not Sharon. I'm from Pennsylvania. I know, because I posted 2 of these babies out to Pennsylvania. So 2 Pennsylvanian yummy lovelies will be getting their mugs soon. I know Debs has got hers. Snow has got hers. Chrissy, have you got yours yet? Anyone else? Hey, Beverly, how you doing, babes? You had been accidentally blocked. I've unblocked you on here. So I've unblocked you on here. So you should be able to get on with your old account. I think that is your old account, isn't it? 'Cause it's the same YouTube handle. Oh my God, Beverly's in upstate New York. Everyone's got the giggles here tonight. So yeah, so there are mugs arriving all over the United States. And we've got a lovely video of Snow opening hers. I know Debs is going to open her mugs and do a video. If any of you, when you get your mugs, want to do a little video, you can, and I'm going to put them up on YouTube as a little montage of all the lovelies getting their mugs, because I know a lot of you are really enjoying the lovelies on tour, because you're getting to have a more personal relationship with the person, because you're actually talking to them like you talk to me, like you know me. Sorry if I'm making you seasick. I'm just wiggling forward now. It's part of my toilet dance. You'll all be able to see each other open the mugs if you send me, send them on Messenger to me, and I'll edit them all together. But only if you want to, but let me know if you do, because I know Jack's got his mugs, and he'll be sending them all out to, I think there are 5 lovelies that are on his channel that he is sending a mug out to. But he's been away, so I don't know if he's already sent them out. Actually, the DW's probably sent them out already. So if you do a video, and I'll put it up, because it'll be cool. It'll be cool. Kel Bell, my stepmom lives in Renton. See, all right, cuddle and nap and food. I haven't eaten. I've been fasting today. Well, apart from my sport drink, which probably has some calories, but I can't seem to find out how much. Right, you're all talking about where you are. There's some yays. Where's my mug? I don't know, babes. It went out the same day as everybody else's. They all went out together, with the exception of the 2 that went to Pennsylvania today. Sharon's mug's gone out to her, and Pam's mug's gone out to her. Yay, make the video. Yeah. Oh, you've made the video. Oh, send it to me, babes. Evan around me got it, but not me. No, Chrissy. It'll be coming. If it doesn't arrive, let me know, and I don't know what I can do about it, but you won't go without, babes. I did fast, and I had a homemade black bean burger with lettuce. Wow, that sounds fabulous. Sounds fabulous. I'm going to be making some foods like that. I've made this video, and it's a no bits vegan ragu sauce, a bit like my chili, but it's got different things in it, different spices. And Finian doesn't really like it that much, which is really annoying. So I've had to put a load of curry powder in it and chili in it to make it different. So I said, I think I'm just going to make you curries, Finian. Well, I don't want them all to taste the same, Mum. So I think I'm going to try to make some different things for him. Anyway, the video I made that I stayed up all night till 9 o'clock in the morning 2 nights ago and missed a night's sleep. I have tried 5 times to upload it to you, just to download it from iMovies into my phone so that I can upload it to YouTube, and it keeps getting stuck. I've tried it on every router and everything. It's just done my head in today. It's just like I can't upload it, so I'm just like, no. Anyway, but I will do that. Sharon, no, you didn't get yours yet. You're all having such fun tonight. It's really good. I haven't ordered my mug yet. Had an eye exam today, but first to have got new trifocals. Woo! We call them varifocals here, trifocals, rather than the two focals. Bifocals, that'll be the word, bifocals. My mum had me in 1.5 hours. I wanted out, set me free. I know your mum's a bit of a negative Nelly, isn't she? Letting everyone know that I'm talking to Seeker. Oh, babes, fantastic recipe. Yeah, the rhubarb smoothie is yummy. I think I'm going to do some roasted rhubarb with, what's it called? I don't like it very much. Oh, yeah, it's balsamic vinegar. I think that will be a really good combination. Actually, probably give us cheeks like that. Give Seeker our love, won't you, babes? I use your flatbread recipe, Sue, and crumbled small crumbs into my black. Oh, I bet that was delicious. I bet that was delicious. The flatbread is absolutely yummy. It makes such a good pizza base as well. Maybe I'll make a pizza out of. I'll do one and show me making a pizza. Sue, oh, that looks good. You're well. Right, I need trifocals now. Seeker is okay. Is Seeker okay? Yes, she is. Cool. Did I miss something? Seeker was having a bit of a not a panic attack. She was, what's the word? Freaking out. She said for some reason she was freaking out, so she was going to have to go. I have progressives, no lines. Right. The thing is, I need to go to the toilet really badly, and Wink will already be asleep on the bed watching telly. It's like sedative for him. I must try the black pepper on strawberries. Black pepper on strawberries is fantastic. Actually, I'm going to leave you here looking at my lounge while I go quickly have a pee. And I know you'll all talk amongst yourselves. So I'll be 2 ticks, 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I'm back. I've persuaded Wink to come down to say goodbye to you all. Right, what have I missed? What have I missed? What have I missed? Yes, we're giving a lot of progressive lines. Black. Right, strawberries with black pepper on them are insanely strawberry. They're very strawberry. It makes them taste more strawberry-like. Oh dear, anxiety. Oh, bless her. Breathing. I'm sure. Debs. You know it all. I'm sure.
I've got time to make a cup of tea.
Darling, you've got time to make a cup of tea? I'm frying a greasy ass burger for the hubby. Gross. I know. I can't stand the smell of them now, I have to say. I don't know that Wink heard that, or he'll be going, "Bo," he'll be making some. He'll be hailing the burger. Yeah, black pepper on strawberries it really brings out the strawberry flavour. It's absolutely delicious. You can't even taste the black pepper. I don't think it's Scottish. They often serve it with pepper, freshly ground black pepper. I mean, don't go crazy, but just like you would put pepper on something, just put them over the strawberries. It's insanely delicious. I went to pee. Really, never thought about black pepper. No, I know. Who would? Who would? Only the Scottish. But it is absolutely delicious. That's a slow-moving tail. Hope everything comes out okay. Slow-moving tail. Slow-moving tail. No idea what that's about. Make sure you wash your hands, Sue. We know where they've been. Chris. You little minx. I just love the colour in their house. Purple in the bathroom. Actually, we haven't. The bathroom is...
brown.
Oh, yeah. Some mistake of mine. I got this paint that was brown, and honestly, it was so dark when it came out, it looked black. So I had a bit of this kind of light purple left. So I mixed it, and it's made this disgusting colour. It's absolutely disgusting. So my bath panel and one of the walls, everything else is white in the bathroom. But my bedroom's purple. Yeah, our bedroom is rock and roll purple. And our lounge is orange and red. And the kitchen was red and kind of salmon pink. But we needed to paint a wall because we'd moved a cupboard, and we got hold of some paint, and it's blue.
Doesn't really go, does it?
Doesn't go. It looks awful. It's a horrible, horrible blue that just looks yucky, but we don't even notice it now. And my office is pink, and I've got a blue desk that I made myself. Yes, I loved the spicy chips that you sent in your last shipment. Absolutely.
How long have I got?
What are you doing now?
Nothing. I'm waiting to see you.
Well, just sit down and be sitting down next to me, darling. You can just sit down there and they can see you drinking your tea. Shake, shake. I thought men shake, lol. Shake your booty. You are in a very lively mood tonight, you guys. Hi, Wing. Glad you're home safe. Shh, she's back. Chrissy, you crack me up. Yes, Sue said black pepper on strawberries was amazing, but I've never tried it. She said it brings flavour. Yep, absolutely. Hi, everyone. What's going on? Hey, Sherry babes. I was going for a pee. I've drunk so much liquid today because I've done 3 yoga classes today, one this morning and a double one tonight. That crazy lazy goes to tea. Yeah, I know. Crazy lady. Crazy lady. You all do. Shh, she's back. You're so cheeky. I love it. I love it that we're all just laughing and joking with each other. It's really nice. Down there's all laughing and joking and being cheeky. Cheeky, because I'm so upset. I've gotten the worst fruit the last week. It's been going off like 2 to 3 days. So does my. Do you know what? I hate it when the fruit doesn't taste of anything. That's why I eat lots more vegetables than fruit. I keep losing my connection. Sorry, Sherry babes. Hey, did you catch the badger? We weren't trying to catch it, but we've blocked it in, haven't we?
Blocked it out.
Blocked it out. We put this big concrete paving slab that's about 1.5 foot by 1.5 foot square and weighs a ton. We've kind of put that down because it had burrowed under the fence. We've put that where the hole is to kind of block it off. And then Winks put a house brick that wedges it against the fence, and it's against his shed. And so it didn't come yesterday, but it came one day, then didn't come the next day, then came the next day. Then it didn't come yesterday. but we blocked it in. But it hasn't come tonight either, and we blocked it in. So I have reinstated my very, very neat and tidy muck heap. It's got an edge on it that a carpenter would be proud of. So we haven't caught it, but we think we've deterred it from coming in the garden. Hi, Laurie babes, how are you doing? Said you were back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Oh, right, that's okay. That's okay. Right, gotcha now, Debs. Oh, damn it. It's gone up there again. Where is it? What about the badger? What about the badger? Yeah, we had a badger come into our garden. After much deliberation, we decided it was definitely a badger and basically ripped my compost heap down, our muck heap, hunting for worms, and then just made a whole load of holes in my lawn with its nose, again, looking for worms. I'm very lucky it didn't dig it up because they burrow like worse than rabbits, apparently. They were just looking for worms because my muck heap is just got loads of worms, hasn't it, darling? It's very wormy. Very wormy. So it's never happened before, and that we've had the pigs for like 3 years now, haven't we?
Probably like that. It
was 3 years at Christmas. We've had Wilson. We got Wilson first. And it's never happened before, and that has always been a compost heap since before I moved in there. And I've been here like it'd be 15 years in May, and that's never happened before. But hey ho.
I was going to paint their bedroom black.
Okay, hi Sue. Hi Cindy, how you doing, babes? Lovely to see you. Wouldn't that be a pig's tail, Debs? Ha ha. I potted a strawberry plant and small tomato plant. Keep my fingers crossed they actually grow. Fabulous. You want to put bird netting over them because the birds will eat them before you get to them. And slugs only eat them when they're fully ripe. They don't touch them until all the white's gone to the end. So you have to get them very quickly before they start eating them. I decided I'm painting my main bedroom wall black. Go for it. I bet that's going to highlight some beautiful ditties that you will have made that will go on that wall. Everyone's saying hello. They're saying hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hi wink, hi wink. Earl Grey. Earl Grey.
Yeah.
Is it Earl Grey you're drinking?
Yeah.
It's Earl Grey. I can't wait to plant what we're getting. Oh, more snow. Goodness. I put some lovely flowers up on Facebook that I saw at our local kind of garden centre and DIY shop. Absolutely. Every single flower was perfect. There wasn't one wilting one creased one. And they were just like all brand spanking new and lovely.
Mm-hmm.
But I won't be planting any because some of them the pigs will just eat. Others they'll tread on, and I haven't got space for flowers because it's all laid to lawn for the pigs to eat. I will tell Cam when he returns from his hockey tournament. Cool.
Someone says, did I miss you in the lovelies? Of course I did. It's Beverly, is it? Says it? Yeah.
Yeah. You got your glasses on, babies?
Yeah. And then Sharon wants to know if I peed on anything to keep the badgers away. No, I didn't.
No, he didn't. He didn't. But that will be plan B. I think you have to try and pee on the paving slab, the other side of it, so it goes the other side. See if we can.
Cindy's asking if I'm tired. Yeah, I've been out at rehearsal and stuff, and it's late.
It's late. Kel Bell, now you have to go pee. If we're gone when you get back, Kel, thanks for joining.
Well, they were saying bless you because I sneezed.
Did you? I didn't even notice. See, I'm terrible, aren't I? Beautiful day here. We're going to have some dry weather, aren't we? Airing. All windows open right now, airing the smoke smell out. Good girl. And you never want to tick off a badger. No. So one of the lovelies said that they had one in their garden and it attacked her dog and her son. Wink needs the medicine drink. No, I think he's just, got a bit of dust up his nose, probably. You know what he spends his time doing. I think your beard is looking especially soft and conditioned today.
I don't know why. I haven't got
Hi,
anything.
Carol, sweetheart. We're about to sign off, darling. Just, you know, don't take it personally, but we are about to sign off. So I guess we'll be back with Dr. Gilmore on Sunday. Our clocks go forward this weekend, don't they?
No, it's next weekend.
Oh, next weekend. Right. So we're actually only 5 hours behind Texas now. So I came on an hour earlier my time, but same time your time. Slugs just out for disposal of cheap beer last night. You'll have tons of dead in the bowl in the morning. Yeah, I kind of don't really want to kill them though, but Wilson really likes slugs. He only likes the white ones, the white ones with the orange frill around the edge. He doesn't like the greeny brown ones or the brown ones or the black ones. But he just loves them. But the others don't like slugs at all. It's funny, they've got very different tastes. Rained all day here.
Got a flood warning, it says, no? Sharon.
Oh gosh. Gosh, that is a lot of rain. Well, we had a lot of rain. Maybe our rain's come over to you now. Slugs eat and ruin everything in gardens, even flowers. Yeah, they can be a nuisance. Maybe I will try that.
Janice, we're only 4 hours ahead of the East Coast at the moment.
Ooh. East, never eat. That's New York, isn't it? So you must only be 4 hours ahead of us, behind us. You're only 4 ahead of you. Right, okay. I finally read that correctly. Duh. Chris, thank you, Sue, for unblocking me. This has been fun, but time to make some supper here and make some pumpkin for my dogs. We'll talk soon. Lots of love to you, darling. We're going to go as well.
Yeah.
So there will be more from the lovelies on tour. I think actually I might just make a video with Debs, and we can talk more about that and where she's going later. I'm going to try and upload the recipe for you. I don't know why it won't. Don't your screen. I don't know why it won't upload, but I've got a few box openings to do. I said, unless you're doing anything tomorrow, we would do Elena's box opening tomorrow, Friday night.
Tomorrow.
Okay, that's a date, Elena. We will be opening your box then. I'm going to do a few videos of box opening some new plant-based vegan kind of products that I've got, products for your skin that I'm really excited about from somebody I know's daughter makes them, and they look and smell lovely. So, all right, darlings, I will liaise with you, Debs, and we'll do some stuff. I've enjoyed my fasting, my accidental fasting today. It's really easy. Every time I get hungry, I just drank something, and I didn't really feel hungry till I got back from yoga, to be honest. So lots of love, and we will see you soon. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.
Don't know, it was a funny bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, see you tomorrow night. I'll post up the time later. Oh, Bonnie, sweetheart, watch the replay, darling. Yeah, we're done now because it's 1:45 in the morning here, and I'm just gonna sign off now. I'll be on tomorrow night for a box opening, darling. Lots of love to you. Thanks for popping on. Okie dokes. Bye.